I'm still alive, and I'm recording this video on March 5th, 2025 to go out tomorrow morning. And in just a few days, on March 9th, I will turn 18. This is the final video that I'll be making as a child, and I have mixed feelings. To start with, this isn't really the last video I'm making as a child, nor will the next one be the first one I'm making as an adult. Sure, that's legally true, but let's be honest, I stopped being a child a long time ago. That's actually been on my mind a lot lately. I've been trying to figure out when I really stopped being a child, because I just can't face the fact that something will be magically different in my brain on March 9th. Everything logical in me knows that nothing will truly be different between 11:59 on the 8th and midnight on the 9th, but I still can't get rid of that feeling. I've made no secret of the fact that I've been very influenced by the media I consumed when I was younger, and for the most part, I'm very thankful for the entertainment I was introduced to as a child. I sometimes feel like I learned my sense of duty from Knights and Clones in a galaxy far, far away, my morals from A Star-Spangled Man with a Plan, and my positive attitude from two stepbrothers having an endless summer. But when I was pretty young, like 6 or 7, I read this book called Powerless. I don't know how popular it was, but it basically covers this group of kids who all have superpowers in a small town. But all the past kids who've had powers have all mysteriously lost them on their 13th birthday. The book opens with one of the kids, Michael, happily flying through the clouds, then waking up the next day on his 13th birthday with no memory of ever having the powers. He had put up posters all over his room the night before, all saying the same thing: you can fly. Michael so desperately wanted to remember who he was, but in the end, it didn't work and he forgot. And that scene always stuck with me. I used to really struggle with the idea of growing up, and I think Powerless and other stories like it may have been the cause of that. I've mostly gotten over this struggle, but that terror of growing up always resurfaces around my birthday. But I said just a minute ago that this isn't the last video I'm making as a child. Now, I've spent a lot of time trying to think about exactly when I stopped being a kid. Initially, I was thinking that it was when I started community college back when I was 14, but I don't think that's true. Looking back, regardless of what I thought, I definitely was still a kid in those first couple classes. Then I thought it may have been when I started my first job back in December of 2023. But I think the shift happened a bit before that. I think it happened just a bit after I started this channel. If you don't know, I initially began Brothers Murphy with the goal of my brother and I making videos back and forth to each other after he moved out and went to college. And I think I became an adult a little bit after my brother moved out. But I think the shift happened right around here. I made that video about 5 weeks after my brother Nate moved out. And upon looking back, I think that is when I truly became an adult. Yes, I was still just 16, but for the past 2 years, I've been part of a duo on campus. But after Nate went to college, for the first time, I had to really develop my own identity, not just be half of the Brothers Murphy. Which, by the way, is a name we used far before the start of this channel. But despite everything I've said so far, I am still scared to turn 18. I'm never gonna be a kid again, and regardless of whether I think of myself as an adult or not, March 9th, 2025 is still gonna be an important day. I don't want to end up like Michael, trying to remind myself of who I am, but I do still want to remain the same. Fortunately, I've been keeping a pretty good record of what I was like at this age. So yes, this will be the last video I make as a 17-year-old. And yes, this will be the last video I make before legally becoming an adult. But my next video won't be any different. And I won't be any different. Thanks for watching, and Nate, I'll see you on Monday. And to future Scott, who is certainly watching this, I have one simple message: you can fly.